Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so glad you're joining us. Please subscribe. If you're returning, well, welcome back. I am trying to find the right angle for my camera, so sorry about that. What I want to do today is I want to do a little bit of swatching of the new Kokoist satin magnet line. But before we do that, I have a quick little package opening. I'm going to remove the thing that has my address on it. This is from Sally's Beauty Supply. I bought the viral nail glue. I bought a few of them. And before you get mad at me for being one of those people who buys a ton of them and then they sell out and they're not available to everyone, these aren't all for me. One is for me. And then I'm making nail kits for some friends. I make press-ons for my friends. And so I'm going to put together like a little nail kit with like everything they need in it. And I will be including this. I haven't tried this yet, but I've yet to see a bad review on it. So comment below if you want to see my review of how this works, if it works for press-ons. Like these are press-ons. These days I've been mostly wearing press-ons. So let me know if you want to see how this works, but also let me know if you want to see what I'll be putting into these nail kits for my friends. This is a big bottle. You really don't need more than one. But yeah, so put that to the side. Let's see. I might do more than just a Kokoist swatching today. Let's see what I get to. I don't know. I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver, but we'll see. So this is the Kokoist Satin Magnet Collection. It's new for Kokoist. If you saw my last Kokoist video, I bought the Dramatic Magnet Collection with this, and I only had swatched the Dramatic Magnet Collection. Just because the Dramatic Magnets are 16 in that collection, so that was a lot to swatch. This is a collection of 7. And these are very well packaged, as you can see. Like, oi. The issue is that they are shrink wrapped even within the other wrapping. So now let's open it from the shrink wrap. So these are supposed to be some like satin kind of magnets where the particles are ultra fine. And what I've been reading online, well, not online, let's be around. What I've been seeing on Instagram and TikTok is that they respond best with a more gentle magnet. So I'm going to pull out a few magnetic options. Ugh, this doesn't want to close because the magnet's being magnetic. So I'm going to take out a few magnet options to see how these perform. So let's see. And then this one. And then, hold on, I have to get this ultra powerful one that's stuck. Oh my god, you know how like when they just get stuck and you can't pull them apart? That's what's happening right now. So let me try to get this. Oh, sorry. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So what I've got going on for magnets is this one that comes with the set from Kokoist. This is pretty standard. You see it all over the place. I've never had great success with these magnets. This particular one came with the Lucy set from First Street, but I have a very similar one from Daily Charme, another common one. This is the wand one. This is all the rage in Japanese and Korean nail art. I like the way it feels in my hand. It's big. I like this one so far. And then we have this one. This is my go-to magnet. It's super duper strong. I got it from Zillabeau. Super strong. So the colors are caramel satin, rose satin, mauve satin, grayish satin, chocolate satin, apricot satin, and white satin. So let's start getting into these, shall we? If you've seen any of my prior videos, the way I swatch things is I first put a whole layer on, and then I turn up the magnetic particles, and then I turn them all down. When they're flipped up, that's when you have all of that light shimmery stuff. So the first coat, I try to make all the shimmers go down just so you can have the base coat color. And then the second coat, I turn all the shimmers up. So that way you have a good base with all the shimmers. So look at this. Okay. Let's see you, camel. No, it's camel, not caramel. Camel satin. Let's see what you got. Okay. So I have never been disappointed with anything Kokoist has. And I have so much from Kokoist. Kokoist is a Japanese company. They make all of their products in Japan, and then they have kind of a US headquarters as well. And so you can get all your stuff. Let's start with the Kokoist magnet. I see some like subtle movement with this. Nothing I would write home about. Yeah, this magnet never does anything for me. Let's see this magnet. Oh, yeah, now I'm seeing some movement. Oh, yeah, this magnet's hitting it. And then the big thing these days is to like do that so that the, ooh, look at that. That does work. The magnets move with the light. Okay. That's cool. All right, but let's see what happens with this big boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They're really turning on now. Wow. That is very pretty. It is very satiny. Let's try doing the circle thing. Oh, yeah. I prefer the circle one with this one because then the circle stays larger and it really does move with the light more. But I want to turn. And now let's do the big boy magnet. I've been told this is too powerful for this. That the magnetic particles are so small that this is too powerful. And you can't really get control over it. I mean, I don't agree because look at that. Look at that. This one is always the one I use to get like that full velvet-y effect. I always love the velvet effect. Look at that. That is pretty. That looks like silk. And now I'm going to turn off all the particles. And now we just are left with the base color. Super, super pretty. So I'm going to put that in the lamp and move on to the next one so that we can do 2 coats. Okay. This is Rose Satin. Okay. And I'm going to go through some of these magnets again because maybe we can see it a little differently with a different color. So let's start with the little one. This one is, these magnets never do anything for me. So if you're like trying to do magnetic art and you're like, I can never get it, get a better magnet. It's all in the magnet. Like, it's not a technical skill in any way to do this. It's all about a good magnet. See, like, look at that. Ooh, they do move super easy. And with these super fine magnetic particles, you don't want to put it on the little magnetic tip stands because it'll affect the way the particles are moving. So I heard on the Kokoist channel. And then there you go. This moves with the light. It's a super small one because this is a super small magnet. Let's go to the big boy. Okay. This magnet is so easy to work with because it just holds well in your hand. And it does give you like some really cool movement. I like this to do designs with, but not to activate the full nail. So let's go with my tried and true to activate the full nail. Yeah, this is so good. This magnet is so good. I looked at similar ones at Shein. They look similar, I should say, but they're not nearly as strong. Like it is like especially strong from F-Gel. Beautiful. Now I'm going to turn off all the particles so we can see just the base coat. And this will allow the second coat to come on more opaque. Okay. Now I'm just going to use this for the rest of the base coat ones, just so we can get to the second coat faster. This is Mauve Satin. Pretty purple. Pretty purple. Very spring. When I saw these colors online, I was like, these are giving me more fall because they're cool toned. But I wonder how I'll feel about them now when I have them in person now. Okay. Number 20 is Grayish Satin. I love a gray color. I love a grayish color. It's just such like a pretty neutral, in my opinion. And it was colors like this that was giving me like fall vibes. And we are at the very tail end of April right now. And so like we're in the throes of spring. I'm kind of already feeling summer vibes. Let me know if it's too early in your opinion for me to show some of the summer colors I have. I have 3 different summer collections that I'm just sitting on right now and waiting for summer months. Oh, look how pretty that is. I'm waiting on summer months to record swatching them or opening them at all. I love that, like, when you turn the magnets off, you have a jelly color. I love that it functions in 2 ways like that. Okay, let me make room in this nail lamp so we can swatch all set in. Okay, here's number 21, Chocolate Satin. Oh, I love a chocolate brown. So pretty, so pretty. Pretty. This is very pretty. This is reminding me of like late 90s. Lipstick and nail polish and makeup. Do you remember all those metallic-y deep colors, deep browns and reds? It had that metallic-ness to it. Oh, but once you hit it with the magnet, it is not giving 90s. It is giving something I've never seen. Like, that's so pretty. Yeah, these ultra fine particles are so different. It's so interesting that like technology in the nail industry changes so fast. Apricot Satin. Let's see what you're about. Another video idea I have would be to compare these really high-end products like Kokoist and F-Gel and Tiny with Shein products, where like I would do a head-to-head. Is that something you guys would want to see? Let me know if you'd like to see me compare like these satin magnets to something I would find on Shein, to see if like what you find on Shein is a worthwhile dupe. This is so pretty. All of these are so pretty. These are all just gorgeous. That's not giving apricot. That's giving like a light brown to me. But, oh well. My concern with doing those head-to-heads is that I'm going to be left with tons of product that I don't necessarily want to keep in my house. My nail room is getting rather crowded. So if I do these head-to-heads, that means I would want to give away the gently used products. And I feel weird giving people used things. It doesn't feel generous. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a form of generosity to give away things that are used and you don't want. But if people want it, I really don't mind giving it. So, like, do you think A, you would want to see those videos? And B, do you think people would want to receive the gently used products? So this is a white magnet. It advertises itself as white. I find it really hard to find a true white magnetic gel because they are always silver. As you can see, this even has like it's almost clear, but it has a slight gray undertone to it. But that's fairly clear. But it still has a slight gray. I love that as like a syrup. Like, I love these as the idea of these as syrups. Okay. Now let's move on to coat 2 of these. And let's see how they look with 2 coats so that they're not so sheer, like what the buildup looks like. All right, again, this is camel satin. Wow. Like, that is so highly reflective. And I'm going to use this magnet to, like, move things around and give it some motion. I love that. Because then, like, you can see the reflect, but you can also see what it looks like underneath. So, we're going to cure that. Put this to the side. Let's do rose satin second coat. These magnet particles, they're just so responsive. Ooh la la. Pretty, pretty. Okay, I'm going to put that in there. I've not tried any of those like special magnet shapes, like the heart or the bunny ears or the circles. I don't know, like, they're just not my vibe. I love this more abstract feeling or the full velvet look. I love the velvet look. If you can't tell from what's on my hands right now. What's on my hands right now is actually the Kokoist Dramatic Magnet collection. This is number 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. I wore every single color on my nails so I could, like, really get to know the collection. And so this is the last bit of it. Well, number 16 is Ruby, and I did a nail set using Ruby so I could get to know the collection. I'm going to leave that as it is because I just think that full velvet is my vibe. Ooh, there goes my dog. My dog, not to excuse poor behavior, but when I got her, she was feral. And so we've done a lot of work to domesticate her, and she's come a very, very long way. And she has a pretty significant trauma history, and she only has one eyeball, so she gets very anxious and very nervous. This is grayish satin, and so she barks whenever anyone is coming near. Let's do this. Interesting. I don't really... Ooh, this kind of looks like smoke a little bit. I'm going to turn this whole puppy on. Ooh, I love that because it's like this. There's like a little bit of an S in there, but not much of one. It just moves very nicely. I'm going to curate that. Okay, 21, chocolate satin. She's pretty. She is pretty. Very, like I said before, this as is, nothing touching it, looks like a 90s polish. You hit it with the magnet. Very different vibe. Yeah. So pretty. This will be a fun set to do press-ons with for my friends. I have a few friends who are really into the coquette vibe, and I think this will be very good for coquette. Oh, I love that. We'll do that one as a full satin. And then last, but certainly not least, is this white one. My hope is that this will be great for layering with syrup gels throughout the summer, because I have some really pretty syrup gel collections. I have the Kokoist syrup gels collection. It's a summer collection, but it's named after all different drinks. And that one's just so gorgeous. It's like all these neons. But part of the unboxing I have to do in the future is the tiny collection. That's all the jelly colors. It's called like Juju's Juice or something like that. And then I also have the F-Gel Swimming Pool collection, which is very vibrant summer colors. Let's yeah, that's fun to play with. Ooh, look at that move. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It moves with the light. Yeah. I would say the particles are white, but the undertone is gray. So if you want the whole thing to be white, you're going to have to turn on all the magnet. All around as much as possible. But the undertone is gray. It's not a clear base color. I'm leaving it like that because I just love all the colors like flipped on. All right, so now let's go back through. Whoop, magnets finding each other and clanking together, and do a quick top coat. This is just a top coat I keep nearby for all my swatching. I don't actually use it on nails. It's too thin for my liking. But it does the job for a good swatch. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm really deep into the magnetic world right now. So I did both the Kokoist magnetic sets, but I also have to unbox the F-Gel Angel Eyes Volume 1 collection, a Reposo collection, And then I have a collection from F-Gel that's neon magnets. I was going to wait for the summer to do that, but I'm like itching for summer colors. I want to hold off and really be in the spring. But I feel like with nail stuff, I'm always 2 months ahead of the season. Like once it's summer, I'm going to be wanting to do fall sets immediately. Ooh, so nice, so nice. Okay, so let me put this aside. And let's get all of these colors back out so that we can see how their little swatches look with them. So these are all 7 colors. Are they in frame? No, they are not. So let's work on that, shall we? Okay. And this is almost done curing over here. I just want to give it a full 60-second cure in the lamp. Come on, it feels like it takes forever to do this part. Oh, here we go. Okay, look at that. That's the camel satin. It's very pretty. Okay, next up, the rose. This is definitely a rose color. It's like that deep pink. Mauve. I love a good mauve. I feel like mauve is an underappreciated color. Look at that light reflect. I hope it's showing up in the camera. Okay, this is grayish. Pretty. Chocolate satin. This is so nice for fall. Like, could you imagine this on like a fall nail? It would be amazing. Apricot. Apricot is a surprise one for me. I feel like this is just like a pretty neutral. And then white, which is more silver than white. I've yet to find anything that's truly white. Okay, so these are the nail colors. Tell me what you guys think. Do you have a favorite? And thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you all soon. Bye.